Hello, people. I was just expecting people to be inside the Hangout, so I will try to invite you. But since I now can see that we have 5 viewers, I'm saying welcome to all of you. It's good to have you. And I have made a list of questions on the cider, and I would like you to add questions as you wish. And I also have a link to the wall that you will see here now. So I have made we have some questions here. I will now start. I just got some questions coming here. The first question I will going to answer is, how can I make notes, open and close them? There are many ways we can do that. The way I usually do is I just put my cursor inside that area where I want to open a note, double click, and I say hi.
Björn, you should share your wall, your screen, so that people can see what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I haven't done that. Thank you. Okay, this is my screen. Sorry, I thought that was automatically shared. To make a note, there is different ways I can do that. I can click on that plus sign, note 1. If I want to close it, I just click escape. If I want to make another one, I can click new note, or I can double click any place inside here. Again, note 3, something like that. So, and also if I want to close it another way, I can click on that one. It's always saved. Whatever you write, it's saved. And if I want to talk to somebody or send a comment, I can say, hi, this is my comment, and hit return, and everybody will see it. But if the one that I have as responsible, if I do that on Gael's note, for instance here, she will automatically be notified. Hi, Gael, and this is my comment. So this is a great way of notifying people when you have discussions here. You can also attach files, really simple, by clicking attach from computer or attach from Google Drive. That means if you share a Google Drive with other people, it's really simple to do that. If you go to computer, you just select anything here. I just selected an image, and I can also drag it in so people can see it here. If I click on it, it will appear large. So it's a really simple way of doing that. If I want to set a date, it's really, really simple to do that. We can say, I want to do today, tomorrow, next week, next month, no date as we have, or pick a date. We've seen that most people just want to have it from today, tomorrow, next week, or so I'll say I'll do this tomorrow. And then you will see there is a date coming up.
You can close the chat window if you want. It's Alpa Kork. He couldn't hear us before, so I was asking if he could hear us now.
Ah, okay. Yeah. To move on to other questions, send messages and notify members. If I select that one, if on the side here, I mean, I've just showed you how to notify in the chat, but if I want to send a notification to a group of people, I go into the sidebar, I click email members, I can choose one or more people. Now it's only one being invited, and I said, hi, please respond to this one. And a smiley, of course. I can also send a copy to myself, so I have a proof that I have sent it in case Gail tells me, well, Björn, you didn't send it. I didn't receive it. Then she will get an email with a hyperlink back to the wall. So it's really easy for her to come in. How can I invite members to a wall? Do I have to invite? Can I make the wall public and just send a link? And yes, you can make a closed wall where only the people you invite have access, and that's standard. That's the standard way of doing it. If I want to invite people, I just add member, put in people on B, J. You can see people on different starts with BJ. I can see a lot of, I can invite myself, which would not be very smart. What I also can do is to go to wall settings, make that wall public, and I can also allow non-members to make changes. That means this wall here, I have already made it public, and I can also let people be available to make changes, even if they're not members. Okay, let me see if I have any more questions. Set comment, can I upload files? I'd say I've taken that one. How to set a note as finished. I can set one note by just clicking on it, ticking off as finished, or I can do another way. I can mark 2 or more notes and at the same time make them finished. I selected 2 or more notes and I move them at the same time. I just drag, mark them, and drag them into another area here. So now you can see that all of these are finished, etc. And as I'm doing that, you can see that on the side here, people will see that I just finished it, and if I put myself as responsible, so you can see what's happening on the wall.
I just want to tell the people that if they want to see the wall, I just shared the link into the chat, so they can go there and see the wall you're working on. And if they have questions, they can drop us a question in the Q&A that you're going through as well.
Perfect. Perfect. Let me see here. I'm just gonna delete some questions here that is not relevant yet. Can I see? Okay, I've selected that one. Comment I've had. Oh yeah, here's a question. Can I select a predefined wall structure? Can I change it, and how? I think most people know that if you click on a new wall, you select a blank one which doesn't have any structure to it, Scrum, week plan, SWOT, overview, etc. I'm not going in there because I'm sharing that one wall with you. But another question that comes up is, how can I change categories and add categories? Let's say if I want to have something between not started and in progress, I just move my cursor between two columns and I can say almost started. You see, all that's there, and I can move this one over here. If I want to move it, I can move a column to the left or right. You see now I'm starting with almost started. And of course I can also add a column that I just did, but I will remove it instead. Now I remove the almost started, I'm back to scratch again. If I want to take away this column altogether, I just click on change category, go to no category, and you will see that the categories disappeared and I only have lines. If I do the same on the lines now, I don't want any responsibility lines at all. You see that all the notes all of a sudden appear in a way that you can have them unstructured. I can also stack 3 of these notes if I feel that they belong together. I just mark these ones and I drag them, and you will see that now they are placed nicely on top of each other. And if I click outside, I can reorganize them again. So that's a simple way of doing that. And now if I want to go back to put responsible in and to put progress in, status, I'm back to where I was. And I can do the same with colors, of course.
Would you show as well how you plan the task on a weekly basis, for example, with using the calendar?
Yes, I can do that. I can do that. Then I go to the sidebar again, click on calendar view, and you will see that I already gave one task a date, which was tomorrow. But let's say if I want to have task 1 on Friday, I just drag and drop it. And here, all of a sudden, I have a calendar view of who's going to do what when. And now I have no notes without date, so I see that who's responsible and who should do it when. That's really, really simple visual right here.
How do you change the colors of the note?
I just click on it, mark to high priority. I do the same again. Make this one low priority. And you see here, if I click on it, I can make it high and low priorities. Now I can see that the high priority I need to do today, and the low priority Gail has to do tomorrow, and I have another one on Friday. So now we have selected a predefined, and I changed that one. Is it any more? Can you see all my notes independent of wall? Oh yeah. Let's say I have a lot of walls, which I happen to have, and I would like to see only the notes that I'm responsible for. And I want to see that in a dashboard view. To see those notes, I need to click on the dashboard itself, and then I will see all the notes, all the walls that I'm having, and the ones that is overdue, finished last week without a date. And if I just keep scrolling that down, I can see what I have today and tomorrow, and I can just change this one to say I want to do this one today, and this one I want to put tomorrow, and this one actually is finished. I move it immediately, I will see it will come to the other one. The screen resolution here is restricting me to show it. But this is a nice way for me to see all my notes, either on what's finished, overdue, and without a date, or I can see them in my calendar. I can see all my tasks in the calendar mode, independent of which wall it's from. And also I can activate my calendar feed if I want to have it in my PC calendar or my cell phone calendar. Click on that one. There's a hyperlink there, and I can decide whether I want to have it in a Google, Microsoft, Apple, or iCloud calendar.
So
Okay.
maybe we should mention that the dashboard is the premium version of Symphonical.
Yes. To get access to the dashboard, you have premium, then you don't get advertising. You get access to the dashboard, and you can synchronize calendar as well, and you can have all of these this functionality on top of it. Let me see if there are. Oh yeah, how can I change the size of the notes? If I go back here now, I see that there's a lot of space that I don't need. I would like to see more on the notes. I can go in to wall settings, change whether I want to have it small size, medium size, large, and or stretched. So I can say I want to have a medium size stretched notes. And if I now go back, you will see that they're filling the whole column. If I want settings to be large, you will see they'll be even bigger. And if, of course, having them in a small, then they will look like this. This is a way, for me at least, to have a lot of information visible on one wall at the same time. I've taken that one, comment. See if we have any more. Rename and change categories. I think we've done that already. How can I get my tasks inside my personal calendar? And that's the questions. I think all the questions that I've said so far has been answered. And do you have any more questions that
Yes, I think it's worth to mention that when you have a task assigned to yourself with a date, then you get an email on the same day notifying you that what your calendar for the day of your tasks. So Symphonical notifies you every day if you have tasks assigned to yourself, what's on the task of your days.
That's perfect. Thank you.
And that's not part of the premium, that's for everyone.
Right, right. Thank you for telling me that. Is it
also, I think it would be interesting to show in the note when you, on the right side, if you open a note, you have the comment field where the person who is responsible gets notified by a message as well. So if you agree with or you have a new idea or something, then it will show up here. Then you have the paperclip that shows if you have an attachment.
Yeah. And I don't have attachments here, so if I attach one, as I did yesterday, last one, let's say here, it will appear here. And history, here's what happened on this note was created 28 minutes ago. Björn Haugland was set as responsible. It was finished 12 minutes ago, and it was set the date. And I just put a note, this is it, and uploaded some files. So you can see everything that's happening on that note.
Then you can archive the note and show maybe the archive as well?
Yeah. I archive it. And let's say I archive these two as well. And then I can go, you see they will disappear from the wall, but I can go to the archive and see the notes. And if I just mark it, I can restore it as well. So it's not lost, it's archived, as we saw. So that's a perfect way of cleaning up your wall and enabling a clean look, but still have access to it. Is it anything else you think we should say, Gail?
No, we can ask the users if they have any questions.
Yeah, and they should come up in the Q&A, but I haven't seen any of those coming up lately. No. But so I think that's it. So I hope you've had you learned a little bit out of this. And if you have other questions, please let me know and let Gail know, and we will answer your questions as soon as we can.
You can put the question either in the comment of the event or send us an email at feedback@symphonical.com.
Yes. Okay. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.